So, let's start with some good news for this country. To win a Grand National is a once-in-a-lifetime dream come true. To train the winning horses of the Irish and the English Grand National within a couple of weeks of each other is a truly remarkable achievement. For both achievements to come within a year of my next guest losing his son tragically leads him at least to believe he's had some help over the past few months. To tell us more, would you welcome, please, double Grand National winning trainer Mouse Morris and his son Jamie, ladies and gentlemen. So you brought a bit of silverware.
He did indeed.
You did. Tell me what we're looking at here.
We're looking at the trophy, the owner's trophy for the English Grand National.
Yeah, how does it feel looking at that, Mouse?
Bit envious. We can't keep it.
What you could do is just pluck the diamonds out, put them in your pocket and send them back.
Yeah, I don't think Mike will be very happy with
No, probably not. And has it all sunk in? I mean, it's been a remarkable few weeks for you.
It's been amazing. It's just sort of on cloud cuckoo land. Been, as you say, been at the bottom of the barrel, and we're now at the top again, you know.
Yeah.
So, but to win one is great. To win the English National is just, I think, sort of dreams are made of, you know.
Is it a bit more special to win the big one in England?
It's probably a bit more worldwide, you know.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing we dream as when we were kids.
And the dream came true.
And the dream.
Going into that race, Mouse, what were your expectations for you, for Rule the World?
Not a lot. I had two runners in the race.
Yeah.
They were going down to the start. They were very healthy. And once they get there, it's, you know, lottery after that.
Yeah, it's good luck with that.
So
and the horse, the Rule the World, had been been through the mill, really.
Oh, he's a horse made of steel. He's fractured two pelvises.
Yeah.
He did one at Cheltenham, and he did one at home. So he'd been through a fair bit of agony, I suppose, but he's come out of it like steel.
Didn't let you down in the end of the day.
He did not.
Talk to me about the importance of Michael O'Leary in all of this.
Well, he's very important to our sport. They put a lot of money into it. They're not gamblers, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Eddie, in fairness, his brother has bought all the horses for him.
Yes.
And like anybody to win a Gold Cup and a National in the 1 year is unbelievable. And I think he's bought four Irish National winners,
right,
and 2 Gold Cup winners that he has, you know.
Good, and you get on well with Michael as well, obviously, because he doesn't suffer fools now. He's straight talking, straight shooter.
We're talking about the nice Michael now.
Oh, tell me about him.
I haven't met him yet.
But on occasion.
Okay. He was nice on Saturday. Anyway.
I'd say he was very nice on Saturday, and Rule the World got a great homecoming in Mullingar, didn't he?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Yeah. Tell me about that. What happened there?
Fantastic. It was very humbling, actually. Unbelievable amount of people there. The horse certainly enjoyed it. Yeah, we had a great day there.
I think the horse is still in the pub.
Well, he had to go to Fenard after that.
Oh, did he?
So, and he got an equally as good reception.
As good a welcome there too. Okay. We mentioned about Tiffer.
Yeah.
Your son. And it's less than a year, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be a year, end of May.
Yeah, tell me what happened to Tiffer.
Yeah, I got a call there one evening. I think it was on the 1st of July.
Yes.
June, 1st of June. I got a message through Facebook, in fact, to ring such a number. And around this American girl. And she had to give me the bad news that there was a terrible accident. So that was about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I kind of didn't really believe it. I heard it, but I didn't believe it, you know. So I rang her back again. And then I had to pass the news on to Shani and Jamie then after that.
And how old was he?
He was 30.
And what happened to him?
He was, himself and a friend was killed, or died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
All the things.
So, yeah. Jeffrey was asleep at the time, and his mate was having a shower, and that's where the gas came from.
For about 2 months in Brazil and gone to Argentina.
Yes.
And he ended up staying with this lovely guy called Munner, who'd taken him in, and he'd been in Mendoza for about a week. And they'd gone out to play a gig the night before. And actually while they were playing the gig, they got a call from Munner's girlfriend who was in the apartment saying that she's a bit nauseous and feeling a bit dizzy, which is the signs of carbon monoxide poisoning. But when she went to the hospital, they thought it was just the after effects of a car accident she'd been in. So nothing was said. So when they came back to the apartment, obviously the windows were closed. There was a leak from the water heater, which caused the carbon monoxide and killed both of them. Yeah.
And this is something that you hear about and you read about. You hope it doesn't visit your own home.
Well, this is it, you know. It's just there was actually my brother was in Glenstal, and there's actually a guy back in 2008 from Glenstal who was also killed by carbon monoxide.
I only learned this morning. Frank, can you remember that?
There's a guy, Frank, he works for the Fingal Community Alert, who's trying to get installed free carbon monoxide alarms for the elderly, but their grant's been taken away, so he's trying to do a push for that. But he's claims that apparently there's nearly 300 people have been killed in Ireland alone in the last 5 years for the carbon monoxide. Yeah.
And I know that you think it's a hugely preventable thing, really, isn't it? I mean,
well, this is it. You know, I mean, it's a kind of simple thing for everyone just to get a carbon monoxide alarm, and the big thing that we'd had never heard of before was you can buy a portable carbon monoxide alarm. They're only small, compact, about €20. And it's the kind of thing my mother definitely would have thrown in his bag had we known about it. So to think that my brother and Munra could still be alive for the sake of a €20 alarm is, you know, it's hard to take, you know.
Tiffer's his pet name for it.
Tiffer, it was Christopher.
Christopher, so you decided to keep the second bit on.
I couldn't say his name properly when I was young, so.
Okay, so it stuck. And did you think, Mouse, you know, as your horses were riding to victory, and running to victory, did you think Tiffer was around and about?
Well, on Easter, we left the house on Easter Monday for the Irish National. I just gave us a photograph, a bit of a tip, you know, so I need a bit of help here. Because I'd been second in it the year before, second and third, I think, or second and fourth. But,
yeah.
We looked like winning and got stuffed on the line. And the same was going to look like happening there again. It was very, very close when he won short head. And he definitely was a rogue angel that day, you know. And I got a bit emotional about it. Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't you? Of course you did. And then the English...
Well, I didn't want to ask him to work overtime. He wasn't going to work. You know.
But you did, didn't you?
I did, I'm afraid.
What did you ask him?
I said, you know, sorry, we need you again.
Turns out he's not as lazy as we thought he was.
He's been busy.
Yeah,
and how have you been, Mouse? It's a horrible thing to have to go through.
I mean, lots of people have lost their kids, you know. It's not nice. Yeah. I would just like to thank the way the Foreign Affairs handled everything, and VHI. They took everything.
Took it on board.
On board, you know.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you know, the Boston thing happened about a week later. You know?
Right. So it was a tragic year for a lot of families, as you well say. But hopefully, did you think, Jamie, that your brother was thinking about you?
Without a doubt. You know, it's just, you know, since he passed, there's kind of been a lot of freaky stuff going on. You know, we're not religious at all, but
like what?
Well, there's just, I mean, the day before he passed, I was driving home one day, and a little white feather blew in the window of the car. And it just reminded me of a story someone told me about 15 years ago. I hadn't thought of it since, that sign of white feather is meant to be the sign of your guardian angel was close. And I remember thinking about that, going, just a bit strange, and remembering that story. Yeah. And the next morning I found out that he passed around that time. So there's those, you know, maybe you look for these signs and things like that, but there's, you know, with the last 2 weeks, there's definitely something going
in the air.
On. Yeah, definitely.
So you're off to Scotland tomorrow, and there's the Scottish
I'm off to Scotland, yeah.
Do you think Tiffer's done enough for you? Or are you going to be,
I think so. This
will you be tapping the picture again, or what?
Well, we'll give it a tap for it.
On the way.
I'd say that after winning 3 this year, already 3 nationals this year, I think 4 is, I settled with what I have.
Yeah, okay, well, congratulations. And I mean, obviously, it's such a joyous story for us as a country. We're delighted for your success and giving us something to smile about. But in the middle of everything that you've been through, you're handling it with great elegance. So
I'll be asking my brother for one more bit of help.
Go on.
I'm riding in the Punchestown charity race on the 30th of April. Just to raise more awareness for dangerous carbon monoxide and to raise money for the Punchestown Kidney Research Fund. But I mean, I've only been actually riding horses for 3 months. I haven't really ridden since I was 12, you know.
That's a big ask now.
I know a lot of professional jockeys, and one thing I learned growing up, that being a jockey is great for your sex life, so I'm hoping it works for me.
Well, I have nothing else to add. But there'll be a run on the stables of Ireland tomorrow. Congratulations, fellas. Thanks for coming to see us. Mouse and Jamie Morris, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Thank you.